What he's done, I don't respect him for that. Like, just everything that he's gone about doing.
I feel like
because
it's almost like a sympathy thing as well.
He had all the energy from his diss track. He had all the energy in the training, social media, press conference, and then now we sat down and what I feel like I spoke to him in the face to face, and I told him some home truths.
Welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60 on behalf of LDNLUX, the luxury car hire business that you need on your radar. So on today's episode, we have got someone very special, a music manager and a multi-business owner. It's Bouncer.
Yo.
Yep.
What's going on?
Yep. Bouncer, like, you know the whole Bouncer play dirty thing, is it still that?
Yeah, of course.
So when people say, oh, Bouncer play dirty is cool, do you just go with Bouncer now?
Yeah, no, it's Bouncer play dirty forever, but Bouncer, Miles, whatever you want to call me, but play dirty is forever.
Forever. For life.
For life.
For life. But how would you kind of sum up what you do in a nutshell? Because I feel like you have so much under your wing, Bouncer, and your story's incredible.
No, thank you.
It's incredible. Like, the past is the past.
Yeah.
You've been jailed, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we've moved past that. You've come out of that lifestyle now, reformed yourself.
Yeah.
And you do so much for people around you.
Yeah.
How do you sum up what you do?
You know, I think what I'm talented for is seeing talent in people and knowing what to do with it.
Got it.
Like positioning it and knowing how to market it and knowing their target audience and seeing how well it will do for them, or do you know what I mean? That's what I'm good at.
Talent scout.
I'm just a businessman. Like, I'm a good businessman, innit? And I can see what makes sense and what don't make sense, and yeah.
And with you being like good with business and having that natural flair for it, is that natural, or have you kind of taught yourself certain tips, tricks? Did you have anyone that mentored you? Like, was it just natural to you? It was natural,
but it's when you've done 10 years in prison, you come out with like a chip on your shoulder in a positive way. Like, more, I'm starting from behind. I'm 10 years behind you guys, so now I need to work, and maybe prison might have affected me because I don't have a cool day, like when to chill. My brain's always working. I'm always looking at.
You feel like you need to catch up? Is that what it is?
I felt like I needed to catch up, but as well, I knew that from young. I knew from school I was selling donuts in school to the whole school. Do you know what I mean? I was one of them people selling sweets. So I was doing events from when I was a kid. So I knew I had something, and I knew I was like a likable person, or like I was like more of a. Do you know what I mean? People would follow. Like, people would follow. I was like a trend setter. So I put my energy into that, the business side of things, and yeah, even like with management and that, it's like I had to learn the hard way. But do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah,
but that's just how it goes, though. I feel like it's obviously going to be trial and error. But in prison, were you doing anything like, because you know in prison you can take like courses and stuff.
Yeah.
Were you doing any of that?
Yeah, like I done like plumbing course, carpentry course, gym instructor course.
Did it help?
Yeah, it helped, like decision making, things like that. Them sort of courses, budget and money, like things like that. It helped, but you don't know, the real world's the real world, isn't it? And do you know, I think energy is a main thing for me. Energy, who you surround yourself with. Do you know what I mean? If you surround yourself with, if you're a millionaire, you want to surround yourself with richer people in that room, like just billionaires, or and then you
harder,
make them think. Do you know what I mean? It's different. So it's just who you're around, isn't it? If I'm a music artist, I want to be around producers, engineers. I want to be around cameramen. I want to be around digital. I want to know every aspect in that whole
in the business that you're working in,
that
basically. But that is super important, because even for myself, like when I went into radio, it was like I didn't just want to learn how to be a presenter. I actually learned the production. You need to learn all the parts, all the elements of the business to really actually be good at it as well. And then say for whatever reason, you know, because then you're reliant on one skill. So if, say for whatever reason you don't have your producer now you can't produce your show
100%.
or you don't know the technicalities, etc. You need to know everything.
People need to know the business side of the
especially in like entertainment and
100%.
What we do, like creatives and stuff. We have to be multi-skilled. But I feel like you've got that anyway. Like you're a multi-business owner. Tell us about some of the stuff that's under your wing, because obviously, you know, you got your studios. You know, you work alongside you know, Crept and Conan, and you guys do events. And then you've got you manage artists, etc. So like there's so much going on, and I just want to know how you're even managing everything at once.
I have a team. I was managing artists for a certain period of time, and then now I kind of like focus, like I got my other business partners that they manage music artists. Like Beans, he's my business partner, he manages the music artists. He takes care of the 2 studios, do you know what I mean? He does all the bookings. I'm more now into the entertainment sports side of things, WickedNBad, building up the empire there where it's boxing, MMA, do you know what I mean? A celebrity live streaming platform where I'm just trying to shift culture a bit. You know, you have music, you have other people making money from Spotify streams, Apple streams. I want people to make money from celebrity boxing streams. There's just different avenues where industry can grow. Do you know what I mean? And you never know where they can end up going into.
But even like building a team, then delegating responsibilities, I feel like even that, there's so much to unpack, and I feel like even that we could save for like a whole other conversation, like a whole other interview, because then there's mixing business and pleasure and hiring friends, and then where do you draw the line? And how do you find mixing business and pleasure, or not even business and pleasure, let's say personal and professional?
I'll be honest with you, with like my work rate, with business and like delegating and people doing this and that, more time, like 80% of it is just me. But when it comes to like, it's just me delegating, innit? Like, can you edit this into this, and then they'll produce it and they'll send it to me, and then I'll know what to do with it. But if I don't do it and I leave it in other people's hands, it don't, like, their vision, they don't see the vision like mine. So I don't get upset, because I understand everyone is like, someone could be amazing, or like book smart, do you know what I mean? Their wording or the way how they presentate, like they pitch to a company about the business, that's their worth, do you know what I mean? So
but even with that, it's difficult as well, because like it then comes into money as well,
everything,
because then people want to get paid.
People want to get paid.
Like, at what point do I pay you? Is it like a trial, let me see how you work for like 3 months, then I'll start giving you this amount, and then after that, like a year goes by, I need a pay rise, I've been doing this for a year now, I've upskilled, so what now?
With my businesses, we're working towards hiring people to take care of the WickedNBad energy drinks, the WickedNBad, but at the moment it's here, there. At the moment, it's just here, there, and everywhere. So at the moment, even like we've got this fight, I've got this fight coming up, but I'm marketing the whole fight. Even though I'm training 2-3 times a day, I'm marketing the whole. So my brain is like, after this, I need a go. And
someone's like, listen, guys, can't lie, time is cutting. I gotta be out of here. We gotta get this interview done. I was like, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. No, I get it though. I get it, and I get when you're in that mind frame and you're so focused on what you need to achieve. Like, it's just tunnel vision. Like, and you have to stay focused. Like, this is your baby. Like, WickedNBad. What does that even represent? Even the name. Like, is it a franchise? Like, where are you taking WickedNBad?
So we're taking WickedNBad. So how I vision it is WickedNBad. I see it in four corners, innit? Right. So 4 quarters. So you have the live streaming with the the events where we're doing the boxing, cage fighting, and live performances. So I want it as an entertainment. So you never know it. There could be podcasts in it later on down. There could be anything. It's an entertainment thing. Then you have obviously you have WickedNBad merch. So down the line we might make it gym wear or casual.
Nice,
do you know what I mean? We'll focus more on the merch. But because the name WickedNBad is out there now, so it'll be easier for people to notice the brand and then want to buy the merch. Do you know what I mean? Then we have the energy drink. The energy drink is the next 4, 5, 6 years. That's when that's when you see energy drinks. It will be more established, like in the corners, like shop corners. My business partner is big in the festival world, so we're doing very well with the energy drink in selling exclusively to festivals at the moment. And then we have WickedNBad festivals. So down the line, once all this COVID restrictions stuff, we've just been holding back, but we want to announce a WickedNBad festival. We'll have a headliner, and then we have WickedNBad festivals. Then all of them go hand in hand, because we'll sell our energy drink to it will just be the energy drink, 30,000 cap.
So
do you know what I mean? And you have the merch that you can sell.
What about stuff like protein shakes and protein bars?
That is an idea.
Could you expand on that?
That's an idea.
Because it aligns.
It aligns. I feel like once we've got 2 quarters of the business doing very well, we can reinvest into. And how I look at the business is, if the energy drinks or the merch or the festivals blowing up, it doesn't matter if the other one's not doing so well. You just put some more time and effort into it, and then it all. Yeah,
because it's hard for all 4 quarters to blow up equally at the same time, right?
Yeah,
it's gonna be kind of difficult, and it might be like a seasonal thing where, you know, summertime festivals, so the festival part, is blowing up where. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it goes.
I'm gonna just try this right now. Actually,
try
let me just go through, because it's my first time. I was actually waiting till I actually sat down with you to try it, because I know like all my mates have tried it already, but I was like, let me just hold back, because I know I'm gonna chat with Bouncer real soon. Oh, I'm gonna break my nail here. Yeah, you got it. You got it. It's nice. You got it. You have got it.
It took us 100
of
them, 100 tastes and 100 different energy drinks to get that taste.
Tell us about that though. Just give us a bit of an insight into making an energy drink, because I would love to know where you even started with that.
So just like giving a little insight, it took us 6 months to like basically try the energy, taste it, and then we had to go through all the trademarks, the correct trademarks. Obviously our energy drinks a lot of energy drinks get produced in Poland. Do you know what I mean? And then
is that where yours is?
Yeah. And then because of COVID and lockdown, there were just nightmares, and then we had to pay a lot of the stuff in euros. We had to open up a euro account.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know what I mean? And then we had to get all the trademarks and all the stuff written on the can correctly. And what you won't understand, like even the can, when you see samples, they'll never put the top bit off. They cut it. So they were sending us all the samples of. We had like 10 different colors what we picked, and we got different flavors now. But you always drop the original, and then you will drop like the sugar-free one. That's the original. Then you drop the sugar-free one, and you'll like, we got like a mocktail flavor. You get me? And that's like down the line.
Are these flavors out yet?
No, they will never be out yet until this one starts.
And it's more established, of course.
More established.
It's just come out, And how's the response been like?
Been amazing, man. It's been amazing. We sold 100,000 cases the first week from that, and that was mainly like with once you're in like the drinks world, is about your distribution. So it's like it's about the distribution, like it's like music. It's like your distribution team in music, they'll pitch it to Spotify playlists, and then Spotify will place it here. Well, our distribution will send it to these people, that people. They won't know nothing about the drink or the brand, but the feedback we've been getting, they're like, listen, they've been reordering. But with that, once you taste it, you know, like you taste it straight away. It's there. Do you know what I mean? It's there, and
it's nice.
and we haven't had no negative feedback back about the taste of the drink. So yeah, it's just a slow process. Rome wasn't built in a day. So
100%. And if someone watching like wants to create you know, an energy drink brand, or
yeah, of course.
What from what you've learned,
yeah,
is there something that's super key that you've taken from the experience that you can be like, you need to know this?
just build up your brand awareness, because we're in energy. If you do your research in the energy world, is very like it's not like there's a percentage that it don't do well. Do you know what I mean? It don't do. But it's still about brand. This is building up the brand awareness. Building up the brand awareness. If we've got good product, it's building it up. So obviously, our that's our baby, innit? Is that. So then when you watch my fight and you see our logo, you see that logo everywhere, then you can see we're building up the brand awareness. People seeing that logo, people seeing it. Then you start seeing it in shops and you start being like, raw. Then it comes like a second nature.
I think a question though that a lot of people might have though is because, you know, with energy drinks there's also like the thought process of health implications, etc. So like when you were creating this drink, did you have that at the back of your mind, and like maybe back off certain ingredients that other companies might be using more of, you know, to increase the energy in the individual, but maybe replace it with something else? How was you able to navigate that? I had
that to the back of my mind, and like making sure we do a sugar-free one, and we know energy drinks have got too much sugar, but it was like it's either, obviously I see a lot of people that they make alcohol, do you know what I mean? They're doing alcohol, and my thing was like, let me try to do something that is like that is obviously I'm Muslim, so let me try to do something that's halal, and that
is this halal?
Yes, it's halal. So
halal.
that makes sense. So down the line, like any energy drinks, or that you'll look into more ingredients, or you'll look into more things to make the brand better. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's.
But like with this, is there like any, or maybe just have like one a day, or cap it at 3 a day, or you know,
of course, energy drinks is like,
so
just be mindful, innit? It's like, do you know what I mean?
How do you regulate this drink?
I couldn't even tell you with energy, even with like. That I don't even want to mention the other energy drinks. That's like my lady's live with that one now.
We're not gonna say, but we know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean, innit? So it's like, how many energy drinks? Some people go over the top with anything, innit? They might go over the top with smoking.
But what would you advise though for people that are going to be drinking this?
I think, like, I don't know, if you're an energy drink drinker, I don't know what the average thing is, but make sure you go by around your average dietaries, you know, like they say that, I don't know, if you're a female, you don't have more than 2,500 calories. Do you know what I mean? This how much sugars, and just make sure you go within the average dietary requirements. Got you.
And then I just want to talk about, so that's Wicked and Bad. We've covered that, and we've spoken about the drink. It's actually really nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It's really, really nice. I want to go into industry talk a bit, because we all know this industry is so fickle, and it's difficult at times to like just navigate, full stop. But what is it about the industry that maybe you you dislike the most?
Do you know what, with the industry, I love like all the people that's in it, that is actually like making a change and adding to culture. Maybe I feel like if people feel like if you're not industry, then you don't fit in, like you can't progress.
What's industry though?
I just feel like there's a lot of like fake love, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of fake love, there's a lot of things that people, they look like it's hard to explain, innit? For me, I'm a doer, innit? Like everything that, like my credentials, I'm a doer. I would never class myself as someone in the industry because I'm too outspoken. So I understand where people might not like me. I mean well, but I'm more for the people, like my people on the streets, or the people that has no way in to give them some light and be like, listen, don't worry about flipping a YouTube video that is flipping, that's got 2 million streams, and flipping, get me, 1 million of them, 2 million views, 1 million of them might have flipping 1 million worth of ads. You get me? Don't beat yourself up. So, but I don't know, man, with the industries, just You just know, innit? Everyone, like, you just know, innit? You go to the industry parties. I don't get invited no more.
What? Yes, you do. I was seeing you there.
I don't get invited. No, you see me at my brethren's parties. You get me?
Oh yeah, fair. Oh yeah, now I'm thinking about it.
I get invited to. Obviously, I get invited to the festivals and that. Obviously, I know the owners, but I don't really get invited to the industries.
Where it matters at the end of the day.
No, of course.
Because like, half of these events is put on by an individual, and if you're not part of that friendship group, you're not really going to be there, are you? Like,
nah, but it's with me, I'm a doer. Like, my thing is like, it sounds good. Yeah, someone can judge your music and that, but cool. But like, this person that's judging your music, like, how much top tens or what have you done for the culture? Do you know what I mean? So
no, you're big on that though. You're big on that. You're big on what have you done for the culture, and I've heard you say that quite a lot of times. You big on building an empire.
Yeah, 100%.
But what I want to ask you is like, because obviously, you know, there's like street code, and then there's like business, and then there's like the keyword of like loyalty, and you've been so big on loyalty, and that's been like kind of like a factor that's actually almost broken down certain relationships with yourself. So
of course.
But I feel like there's business and then there is loyalty, but then sometimes the two just don't cross over. So you might make a decision based on it being just a business decision, but it will jeopardize the loyalty of the person. So in what I'm saying is, do you feel like you're able to separate the two at all times? Or do you feel like because of where you've come from and everything you've experienced, loyalty will always be more important to you than maybe a business decision?
Loyalty will always be more important to me than a business decision. Only facts of the matter, I have a business partner called Albie. He owns WickedNBad with me, and if I, for example, I'm fighting on my show that I own, and we stream X, and then someone from a bigger company now comes and they offer me, say for instance, £4 million to fight on that show, I'm not taking it, because I've built this with my man. Do you know what I mean? This is what we've built. And this is the difference where I've fallen out with people in the past, because I've built them up to a certain level and then they've just effed me off. Do you know what I mean? And that's maybe my position is, that's why I will never like manage your artists like that no more, because you can't. And like, that's why I'm putting so much energy into my business, because I can't rip my own business off. It's like a relationship. You're with a guy or a girl for how long? 2, 3, 4 years, and then all of a sudden they're unfaithful to you, and you're like, I've done all this from scratch, I've built you up, you're doing well for yourself, and you've betrayed me. It's just like business. Do you know what I mean? So, and I feel like loyalty, like, because with me, I'll tell you, everyone who I work with, like, I give you 110%. So there's nothing that with me in my head is that we can go, what do you want to do? What features do you want? We'll get that feature. We'll do anything, and we'll make sure you're the biggest person going. Do you know what I mean? So business, there'll always be business. Loyalty is everything.
But do you know what it is? Your situations have actually been quite public as well.
Yeah.
And in a way, people can say what they want, but in a way I feel like that's actually quite a good thing. Just so people, it's transparency. You know, it's transparency in people's flaws, transparency in mistakes, like what not to do and what to do for next time. And like, I feel like you've kind of been used as that. First of all, no,
man's been used, and man's been used. Do you know what it is? I swear to you, I say to my brethren,
like, this is everything. Yeah,
man's a laughing stock. Like man's just.
No, you're a laughing stock.
No, do you know what it is? Do you know how I look at it? Yeah, like this year, it's like raw. Like in my head, I'm like, so like, why is like. I just get like, my problems always get brought up. Like, why is my problems always getting brought up into like what? So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. If I was popped down now, so if I had nothing, what? This is like, luckily that I'm fighting, like I'm a grafter, like, and I'm still there. Do you know what I mean? Because if I was popped down now, it will be like
mentally,
what?
Say if you just wasn't strong enough to take it, like it would be a whole nother situation, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's not like with what's happened comes a lot of like stick and just
lots of stick, hate, everything,
and it's just a lot to deal with.
There's a lot to deal with.
And how have you dealt with it? Really? Do you just keep pushing through it?
Luckily, on the roads, out in the real world, you be not a lot of people, So I can deal with the internet because you can just shut it off, innit?
Of course.
You can shut it off. One of my friends has the logins to my Insta, so if it's time for man to be like, bro, I'm under it, let me just crack on. It's not that deep, innit? Things last for
yourself as a role model.
I will class myself as a role model because I know that the 10-year-olds, the 11, the 12-year-olds, they all follow my snap, they follow me. So this is why I'm very mindful of the stuff that I put up on there, because I know that they follow things, and I know when I speak or I influence. Do you know what I mean? So I would class myself as a role model to the younger lot and the guys that's in prison, and because they're that if he can do it, he spent this long in jail. If he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You've got that kind of big brother kind of aura anyway, like, you know, you look after everyone, you know, like you've got that aura. And to be honest, I think it's good, man. I do. Like, everything I've seen of you, it's just that your mentality seems to be like the kind of highlight of you, I think, is your mentality. And building your mentality to where it is that just simply due to you just kind of pushing through and just saying, I'm gonna get on with it, and then naturally just become stronger? Or is it because you've kind of had to train yourself?
No, you naturally become stronger. And
is there anything you've done, like anything practical that someone can watch this and be like, oh, I'm gonna try this for next time, that you can think of?
No, there's nothing that I've done, but I feel like with time, you like, you know, when you know that,
a wall inside you, don't you?
But it's like, I don't want even like social media, because I actually mean well. So I know sometimes I come across like passionate. I'm a passionate person. So you see, when you're a loving and you're a passionate person and you get hurt, you can feel a type of way. Do you know what I mean? And then people will get that shouting bouncer and then get a bad impression from that person. But knowing that this person here, this is the person that sorts out, that makes sure everyone's all right. Do you know what I mean? So I remember last week, a couple of weeks ago, I don't want to mention her name, but a big American come over, and then I met her because my friend manages her, and she's like, oh, you're the guy that's always talking on the internet. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, wow, oh my God.
Back?
I started laughing. I was like, oh my God. And then I went out, because I was at Yam Fest, you get me? And then I went out to the crowd and I took a couple pictures, and I see a couple sisters, and like, you're the person that's always shouting. And I was like, raw, I'm done. After this, the fight is just entertainment, selling the fight, whatever, but I'm gonna make sure I come across a lot better, because that's not me. So do you know what I mean? I don't, like, that's just not me. So I'm the person that's always talking. I'm done. I'm just gonna mind my business
the thing with
now.
The internet though, it's just
I'm
so
gonna mind
out
my
of your
business.
control.
Yeah,
you do 1-2 things, and that's like those 1-2 things you done, it's like held against you.
But I just don't want
almost.
people.
It's
I don't.
crazy.
Obviously, after I spoke to the sisters and that, they knew that I'm a nice person.
Exactly.
But I'm a human being, innit? I might have an argument with a male, might have an argument with a female, but I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? I'm a good, like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Boy at heart, I think.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
relationship bouncer?
Relationship
bounceress. No?
Nah. Well, not yet.
When have you been in a relationship? Have you been in a relationship? Like,
my last relationship
that
I was in was 2007.
I thought you were gonna
that
say
was
17.
Like relationship.
I thought you was gonna say 17.
I got to prison, and then obviously you come out and you
but some
date.
people have relationships in prison.
Date, but yeah, what, the 10 years? Come on, man. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know how much gallas that man's in jail and they're up to badness? But I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but I feel like, guys, you're aware, like, she's probably doing the madness, but as long as she's keeping you sweet in the.
Yeah,
half the time you just let me just get on with it. Let me just get on with it. Like, I'm never gonna know what she's doing anyway. I'm not out there, but.
Yeah, I know. But I feel like, because I've been out over 3.5 years, obviously I've dated and that.
Yeah.
But I focused on my career, like myself.
On yourself.
If
you ever got in a relationship, would we ever know? Like, would it be
I wouldn't want the public to know. I would never publicly post the person who I'm in a relationship with, because I just feel like you're just putting strain on it, and you're giving people room to just talk on. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to. I would nah.
You'll never do it.
Nah.
Nah.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Chloe, no way. Did you watch Love Island?
No, I didn't. No, I watched it in jail. That was a jail thing. But when I came out, I didn't watch it. But you always hear the same name, innit? Is it Faye? Faye.
Yeah, Faye. Toby, Chloe.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But let's chat quickly about the fight. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, tell me the hardest part about training for this fight. The
hardest part about training is just push yourself to the limit, and then pushing through injury. Pushing through injury, pushing yourself through there. So much injuries. I ripped my calf muscle. I couldn't do no sprints. Every time, like, I kept on pulling it. My nose got broken during sparring. Ooh. My shoulders.
When was this?
About you can see it. My nose is broken now actually, but it's healed. But it took about 5 weeks.
So was this recent?
Yeah, it's recent. It's from sparring, isn't it? And that's I think it's just the mental training twice a day and pushing your body through so much like stress and like, and just keep on doing it. And every day, like, one day you might have a good session, and then the next 2-3 days you might have a bad one. Do you know what I mean? And then, do you think
you'll continue training afterwards? Because now you're in a routine almost.
Yeah, I'm in a routine. I'll definitely train afterwards. I'll definitely carry on training, and I'll definitely will fight. I'll have a few other fights, probably boxing.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. Are you planning on continuing boxing?
Yeah.
Was this something that you'd done before though?
Yeah, this is something that I did before in like 2012.
Oh, so you just picked it back up again?
I just picked it back up. So what happened is, one of the times I came out of prison, I came out of prison and I got into MMA, like, and then I was training, and when I got this sentence, what I just come out for, when I done 5 years, 7 months. So what I was meant to do was, I was meant to get back into MMA. And I got into music management. All my friends was like, "You're getting back into cage fighting, I was like, "Nah, I might as well let me just get into music management. Let me just check this out. Everyone's doing well as artists. Let me try focus on the back end." And then now I've kind of done a 360, and I'm back to what I should have done, what I started.
Well, at least you tried it out, you know. At least you ain't got to think what if.
Yeah,
you know
of course.
I mean? But it's all a learning curve. No. But let's clarify the fight as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, 5 3-minute rounds.
Yep.
Full MMA rules. Yep. But what is that for people that are watching and don't really know about boxing basically?
So five 5-minute rounds, full MMA rules, knees, elbows.
Elbows involved?
Yeah, elbows, knees. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you can't kick someone in their face.
Though?
It's dangerous.
Are you not like... God, I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to watch this fight, you know. I don't even like watching people fight in the street. I can't even watch fighting videos. It's very like, it's gonna be a lot.
Things are getting real now, innit? Everything's getting real.
And in Armz the other day, I don't know what was happening with him, but he was
he's going through it. I feel like,
was it an injury that he said he had?
No, with him he had like a cyst in his leg, so what it is it needs to be drained, but it's very minor. But what he's tried to do, and he thinks he's smart, is he tried to leave it to the last minute and then try to say, can we postpone the fight? So
when he could have drained it from before.
So he could have drained it from before, because this is not something that's just happened. And then he's tried to, what he's done, I don't respect him for that. Like, just everything that he's gone about doing.
I feel like it's almost like a sympathy thing as well.
He had all the energy from his diss track. He had all the energy in the training, social media, press conference, and then now we sat down and what I feel like, I spoke to him in the face to face, and I told him some home truths. I just asked him about his coaches, how they've had a fight. Yep. I asked him about his coach, MVP. That he don't care about him, and then all of a sudden it's like he tried to. So I'm saying, guys, like, bro, like, let's just get this done. Why am I worried right now if you're gonna pull a fake sickness? Just get the fight done. Like, I'm the little fat kid to what you was trying to say. Let's get it done then. What are you scared of?
It all started from a comment, right?
It started from a comment on I'm Just Bait.
What did he say?
He just said I'm stiff. So I'm just like, how dare you call me stiff? How dare you?
I watched the recent interview, the chat that you guys had. I mean, it was a bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, it was.
Which was nice to see. Armz wasn't trying to say too much. Like, he kept, every time you asked him something, he was keeping it kind of
Guy's hiding behind his hood. He was hiding behind his hood.
But I mean, I feel like you guys are in like a decent place, like a healthy. No, let me say healthy place.
Yeah, of
where
course.
You can now fight, and it's like just sport.
No, it's sport. We're blessed, man. Like it's not more than that. It's just a sport, but it's competitive. I dislike that his actions. Some of his actions he might dislike. Some of my actions, but I think most of if you really look into it, I think most of my actions has been a reaction to him, innit, what he's done. So, right. But yeah, it's all good.
And with like the success of like Jake Paul as an influence and what he's done with boxing.
Yeah.
From your own perspective, is that something that you kind of want to recreate over here in the UK?
Yeah, just not. I don't even want to talk about Jake Paul because he's American, like in the sense of like just big up KSI. He's British. You get me? And it started with Logan Paul and KSI. That's what it started with him, and I respect KSI for everything that he's doing.
Have you spoken to KSI at all?
No, I don't know KSI to speak to.
Would you want to?
Yeah, of course. This is something that he started, and I always like to big up someone.
That would be dope.
But yeah, and I think one of the things that they got wrong is they should have fought on their own platform from the start. I'm fighting on my own platform from the start. Yeah. We had our first event last year. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now in America, celebrity boxing flying up. You know the UK always follows after. So we're already ready now for all these celebrity boxers to happen, and we can cater for it. So yeah. No,
that's super key. Is doing it on your own platform.
Yeah. And
you've built it from the ground up, which is just super key. Yeah. Like that's what everyone needs to take from this as well. If you're trying to do something, just start it with yourself. Start it and build it from the ground up, and put basically everything you have into it. So no one can take it from you at that point. No one can take it from you. What was I gonna get into? So after Armz, is there anyone else that you are thinking of trying to fight?
Yeah, I've got a few people, but I'm just going to wait and see, innit?
You won't want to say it?
I don't want to say it because I've got a documentary coming out, so...
Oh, do you spill the tea in that? About who you're trying to fight next?
Yeah, there's a couple people that gets mentioned in the documentary.
Like artists?
Yeah, a couple, 1 or 2 artists. If they come and start running their mouth, then I'm just going to call them out to fight me, innit?
So is this going to be your thing now, yeah? If anyone comes from outside, he's going to be like, right, let's
fight me, innit?
Let's take it to the ring.
Put down the knives.
Do you know what? That's a good, healthy way of doing it, though.
Yeah, I'll drop down to whatever body weight you want me to drop down to. I'm dedicated and I'm ready. So just artists, just make sure you're ready. If you want to call me out, make sure you're ready to fight me.
Yeah. What happens if there's a draw in this fight?
Then there should be a rematch, but
a whole number rematch, yeah.
A whole number rematch, but there ain't gonna be no draw. There's not gonna be a draw. Is your prediction
still 2 rounds?
2 rounds.
Stands at that. Comment below, guys, in the comment section what you think the prediction is gonna be. 2 rounds. We're gonna do
it's a good fight though, because you never know,
someone that gets it correct.
Yeah, you never know. This is gonna be a good fight because you never know, because like Bouncer's he's you know what I mean, he's confident one. Yeah. He's cocky. Some people like can't wait for him to get knocked out, and then Armz is the one that like he plays like the timid card, and
you kept saying he's the favourite. He's the favourite, but none of you wanted to take the title of favourite.
He is the favourite. Look at him.
What? Because you think people like him more?
No, not because people do like him more. That's not. So
why do you think he's the favourite?
Because the comments would be like, you physically can't beat Armz. Right. Like, look at him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they'll look at Armz and look at me and be like, you physically can't beat Armz. So, yeah.
Okay, it's more to do with
just going on that.
Win the fight.
Yeah, because this is the fight that is like cool. Maybe not a lot of boxing world or the MMA world will follow, but our culture is 100%. Following. So they're not going on a background of if you punch like this, it's gonna connect more. They're going on a background of like just looks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I get you. And you reduced the audience size from like a couple thousand to like 500 and whatnot. That was like, you know, safety precautions, COVID rules and measures, etc. So like the audience, who can we expect to be in the audience? Because is it just like a guest list thing? So
we sold obviously a lot of tickets, and then we done a celebrity guest list. So I don't
so you
want
kind of just capped the tickets and then stopped it and then said, right, the rest I'm gonna kind of take control of.
And I don't want to mention like the celebrities that are going to be there just in case they don't arrive. But there's some high A-listers celebrities coming, and I did focus on a lot of the sports world. Okay. And reality TV, the sports world. Nice. Not as much artists. I wanted to focus on a different crowd. So a lot of like the sports, footballers, a lot of athletes like boxers and MMA fighters. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
So like, how have you found the support from like your peers and your friends in the industry in the lead up to, one, the fight, and two, even down to your business venture, like creating this energy drink? How's it been for you? And be honest, be honest, because I feel like these are telling times when you're doing stuff like this and creating a name for yourself. It's like that pivotal moment, isn't it? Where you can see who's real, who's not.
I'll be honest. My friends, the support's been good. My people, like big up K-Trap. My man orders my drink. Do you know what I mean? Orders it. Like when you get that sort of support, like people ordering it, putting it up and that. I appreciate it. With the fight, do you know, I look at it as which I love the people, man. I love man's people. They're the support. It's not really. I don't really focus on too much of like people with a following. Like is our people, like the people that the viewers. Do you know what I mean? They're the real supporters. And that support's been crazy, and the blog pages, a few of the blog pages, I mean, that has been supporting. But yeah, I'm happy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm happy. I'm grateful. What will be. I'm trying to add something to the culture, so I hope everyone gets behind it.
Nah, for real, I do too. I really do. Can we ever expect like a return to music from you ever? I feel like if I'm more behind the scenes on like working on festivals or whatnot, but as a manager, I can't trust no one no more. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to put my energy. I don't want to put my energy into one artist. I know the value. I know the worth that I bring. I know what I can do. Give me an artist, it's done. Do you know what I mean? I rather my team and that can work on it. What about managing just other, like, say it's not an artist, but managing, I don't know, it's just an influencer, for example.
I don't
want to manage anyone anymore.
I don't want to build someone up. I don't want to build someone up and then they have the power just to be like, I don't want to do this no more. Or they have people in their ear. Not everyone's built from the same cloth. Do you know what I mean? They have, as soon as all of it takes is you get to that stage, and then parents or anyone can just be in people's ear. Oh, why is that happening? What is this and that? But when we had nothing, everything was all good. So I wanna like building a platform like this will add to the culture bigger than just working on one artist.
And that's your goal ultimately as well, because that's something you're passionate about, is adding to the culture.
Yeah,
building
100%.
An empire. What would you say to the people though that like always in the comment sections chatting rubbish? People that always just got something to say. Like,
they add value to whatever we're doing, whatever I'm doing. They add value. Do you know what I mean? Imagine being on the comment section on that's something that you can go on. You can write negative. It could be a 13-year-old from flipping Surrey. It could be, do you know what I mean? It could be someone hiding that they're not. That's anyone that writes anything negative. They're not happy within their own life. Do you know what I mean? They're not happy with things. And anyone that said something mad to do with the fight, they added value to the fight. Because for you to write about me or write on something, then I'm relevant enough for it to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's just life.
You can't. You care.
You can't take it, and you can't take that serious. Like, it lasts for 24 hours. We've all been there. 100%. It lasts for 48 hours, and then all of a sudden, no one cares. And you see, with people, they will love you they will love you tomorrow and hate you the next day. 100%. So you just got to do your own thing, man.
No, that's the realness. So tell everyone how they can, watch the fight, The fight is next week Saturday, the 18th of September. It's gonna be a huge day for the culture.
Huge. So let me do the chat like this. Yo, my people, listen. www.WickedNBad.com. Go to that site. Pay-per-view streams, buy your pay-per-view streams, then you can set up your logins and you better watch it from your phone, from your smart TV, next week Saturday from 6 p.m. Boy, you like that one? That was a real promo. That was a real promo. Hey.